lovely spectators, welcome again to Red Lip Flicks. Today, we're going to be talking about 10 things you did not know about Rainey's Black Bottom, starring Viola Davis and Chadwick Boseman. Let's begin.
A one, a two, a you know what to do.
Number 1. This movie is actually based on a play written by August Wilson. August Wilson was actually a Pulitzer Prize winner and a Tony Award winner and considered in the world of theater as the poet of Black America. He was able to bring to theater stories of common people by really humanizing them. Number 2. Let's take a step back and realize that Viola Davis is actually one of the main characters in this movie. She plays Ma Rainey. And Viola Davis is one of those actresses that you're like, oh, she's so talented. It's frustrating how good she is. It's not really frustrating, it's a joy to watch. And I'm just so glad that she got to interpret Ma Rainey because she's such a great character of African American history.
But they want to call me Mother Blues. That's all right with me. It don't hurt none.
And on top of that, let's not forget that Viola Davis has the title of owning a triple crown of acting. She has a Primetime Emmy, she has 2 Tony Awards, and on top of that, she has an Oscar. Viola Davis got to work directly with August Wilson back at the beginning of the 2000s. For that one was that she got one of her Tony Awards, and then in 2016, she got the Oscar for interpreting the same role, but obviously for the big screen. Honestly, after watching this, I'm not surprised if she actually gets nominated, so there is Oscar buzz for her. Major Oscar buzz. Number 3. This is actually the saddest point that I'm going to be bringing today, and it's because Chadwick Boseman was part of this film.
That's to get the people's attention.
He was a co-leading actor. He played Levy. He was a trumpeter, un trompetista. You might know him from his days as the Black Panther in Avengers, but he's not just a character from the Avengers series. He's so much more. In this role as Levy, you really do get the cherry on top for the legacy that he's going to leave for all these great actors in the future. While he was filming this, he was going through his colon cancer and all the process that comes with it. Not many people knew. His wife was there accompanying him during the filming, taking care of him. A few members of his team knew about it, but he was there to work, interpret his character, strip himself off of whatever he was going through in his life, and just bring out this amazing character. And I wouldn't be surprised, history repeats itself, just like with Heath Ledger interpreting the Joker in Dark Knight, if he gets nominated for an Oscar, because he deserves it. Number 4. We can't just leave Chadwick Boseman's character just like to a minimum, because he did so much more than just learn his script. He actually learned how to play the trumpet for this part. He didn't just want to learn the movement of fingers so they could match it up with the sound. He wanted to feel the music while he was interpreting this character, and you can see it.
Levy, the sooner you understand it ain't what you say, it's what Ma said it count.
You have to recognize that kind of stuff. Not many people do it. And those who do, they should definitely gain some recognition for it. And just because I forgot, let's add it like as a 4.1. Turns out that Denzel Washington is the producer of this film next to Todd Black. But Denzel, in 1990, he donated a sum of money to Howard University for intensive acting. And guess what? Chadwick was part of those students that was able to participate in this program thanks to Denzel Washington's money. Denzel just put him under his wing, so Chad just considered him to be his mentor and his father and his guidance counselor in the world of acting. Come on, isn't that beautiful? Number 5, and I'm running out of fingers here, so I'm not gonna be doing that anymore. So guess what? Viola Davis didn't think that she was old enough or maybe capable enough to interpret the role of Ma Rainey. So she did it anyway.
Troops across the nation.
Because she's talented and she can do it.
Jaws will drop.
She says that it's the Peter Pan effect. said of a woman that still sees herself as a 20-year-old that's studying acting, but actually does have the age to play the role. She got excited about wearing her fat suit. She got excited about getting really greasy makeup and being sweaty and suffering from the heat waves.
It's for my work.
She did it. They even say that when she came the days that they had to film, her script was just like if a dog had bitten all the way through it.
I got you. I got this on camera.
She studied the character in depth. No moment of silence, a breath, her intonation. Nothing was in vain. Everything was premeditated for her. Great character. Viola Davis's Ma Rainey is the kind of Ma Rainey that I want. She was so good. Number 6. So, if we're going to be talking about time, history, movies, but obviously it's a biopic, then we have to talk about costume design.
What you don't know is that that sweater is not just blue, it's not turquoise, it's not lapis, it's actually cerulean.
The person that was in charge of costume design here was Anne Roth. She did not just think of like, oh, I'll just sketch something. No, she knew that she had to also take care of the extras. And there's a special scene where they want to show like Ma Rainey and her vaudeville kind of moment.
Daddy, Daddy, please come home to me. I'm on my way, crazy as I can be.
And there was more than 150 extras. Anne Roth did not just think of like the material and the accessories. No, she went to each and every single extra and told them why they were wearing what they were wearing and why it was so specific to the era. Come on. If you can get the extras feeling the time period that they're interpreting, you can get a whole vibe. And they say that that was one of the most like heartwarming and like vibrating moments while filming this movie. Everybody was putting a little extra. Number 7. The actual play was set during the winter time, but in the movie, they decided to do it during the summertime. Through heat, you have this power of release to evoke what you really want.
I got a friend.
Come on, Levy. You rehearse like everybody else.
I'm gonna get me a band and make me some records. I knows how to play real music, not this jug band shit.
That is not only shown through the sweat particles that the actors have on them. No, it is shown through the sepia effects, brown tonalities in the color editing, and on top of that, it is very dark. I actually had to change a little bit the settings of my TV because it was a little bit too dark for my very horrible eyesight. But we managed. You really just do suffer from the heat with them, but it is worth it. You are as annoyed as they are. Number 8. The director of this film is George C. Wolfe. He only has 8 credits under his belt, like as a director, but he actually does have a cameo for a character named Paul in The Devil Wears Prada. I'm gonna leave his picture right here because I'm gonna need to watch that movie again just to look for him.
Oh, I found him.
Number 9. This is actually a pretty short point. This film is a day in the life of the band of Ma Rainey. That is it. You really truly get to feel and know every single character through the monologues because they joke around, they talk about religion, they talk about philosophy, and they talk about life in general. Number 10. Now I'm definitely bringing out my 10 fingers because we're gonna finish really wonderfully. Turns out that Ma Rainey was openly bisexual. She was the true feminist of the moment. She was actually married to Pa Rainey, and that is why she adopted the name of Ma Rainey, but her true name was Gertrude. And then she came out, she's bisexual, but it turns out that she wasn't the only bisexual performer of her era. Turns out that Bessie Smith was also bisexual. Guess what? Bessie Smith went into history as a true mother of blues, but she was just the empress of blues, while Ma Rainey was the mother of blues. You know why? Because Bessie Smith was prettier. How screwed up is that? Come on, history books. Now, thanks to movies, is that we correct history. Am I right? And you know what? Turns out that Ma Rainey was Bessie Smith's mentor. How things change. Don't worry, Ma Rainey. We got you. We got you back. And it's over. I'm gonna give you one little bonus point over here. It turns out that this movie talks a lot about race records. So if you know about race records, then move along to your next video. But if you don't, then I'm gonna tell you. After slavery was abolished, a lot of people from the South that were oppressed decided to go to the North looking for opportunities. Once they hit the North, they noticed that everything was ruled by white men, and it was the same BS. You can really see it in this film. 1, Levy finally manages to open the door that leads to nowhere. Yes, that's symbolism. And 2, when he gets offered $5 a piece for his music, which is later interpreted by white men in a band.
About them songs I give you.
They're not the right songs. That'll take them off your hands for you.
That is it. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you do, don't forget to put the bell so you get notifications every single time we upload a new video. Besitos.
Wonderful. We got that boy. Good session, Mom. We got ourselves a winner.